Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I just got back from um had lots going on this morning already. I've been up early again, training with Master Shah, which is always amazing. Master Shah is my Tao master, who has gifted us or um up leveled me in to be able to do certain healings and things like that for people. And for the empowerment energetics class today, I'm feeling like, it's just really being in service and wanting to deliver a financial blessing. But I also wanted to talk about financial blessings and also blessings and what that means. Sometimes, um, we're clearing out a lot of negative information, and the whole point of that is to raise the vibration of ourselves, of the planet, to help Earth in its light era transitioning and transforming, and we're part of that creation. And, you know, we need more women to serve. We need more resources to do that, and women with resources is a very powerful thing. However, there are a lot of women and men too, but a lot of women have financial karma, whether it's from them or from their ancestry. We need to clear that out. So, yes, you do need to do your belief work. Yes, you need to do your energy frequency work, but aligning with and releasing karmas that are not available. I just got back from church this morning because I don't really go to church, honestly, but Lennon goes to a Catholic school, and so, and for those of you watching this don't know, that's my daughter. Um, and she was asking me about going to church. Now we pray at home because we do a lot of Tao healings and Tao blessings. Lennon does those as well. She has her own treasures that she turns on, and she's had them for a very long, since she was young. And but going to church, obviously exploring your spirituality, which is part of why I sent her there, and also the value systems that they instill. At the same time, I'm aware of religion and how that looks. And so, that's my job as a parent to help her navigate that. But I wanted her to see, she asked me about why don't I go to church? And I said, sometimes I'm working and busy, and today I wasn't. So I said to her, I'm going to go. And it just happened that I did feel more aligned with today because it's the ascension of Mary today, the celebration of that. And so I have a deep connection with Mary. I have since I was very young. Um, I think I may have talked about this before. Like, I was talking about this to my niece last night. I just had this deep connection with how she became pregnant with Jesus and how she had Jesus. Hilariously, I miraculously had a child, in a way as well, with the way Lennon came into my world. And I won't go into that story. If you want to hear that story, DM me. But that kind of thing. So miracles can look in many different ways. And the Tao blessings or healings, depending on how you want to receive that for yourself, are very high level spiritual blessings. They're clearing out negative information, negative karma, things that you may have done, things that your ancestors may have done in past lives, in this life, across lifetimes. Blessings also help you heal relationships in this lifetime. If you've got negative information being sent to you, sometimes people have ill will for you or anger. You may not have done anything, but that's being sent your way. We're clearing that out too. And we do that in different ways. So Mary and Jesus in the Tao are not, like, the Tao is not religious. Like, we're not a denomination. So, I can call on Guanyin, the saints, the Buddhas, um, the Indian goddesses, Mary, Jesus, whoever at the time. Plus, we have our heavens teams, which are aligned with our, my Tao hands and things like that. And so they are very much a big part of my life and sharing those gifts. And these blessings are not just, they're very powerful. And I've experienced a lot of different healings in my time, but these have changed my life, the way I live it, because of the negative karma it's cleared. And this morning, Master Shah blessed us all with copious amounts of blessings, but he blessed us, taught us, just listening to his channeling is a blessing in itself. But the thing that he said to us was, I'm doing this today, and then go out and serve. And I really felt like, I know everyone in the Empowerment Collective is, and in the Calibrate Mastermind, are all experiencing some kind of financial twists and turns at the moment, and really aligning with that trust in the relationships that you have to guide you there, but also information like the exchange of money, how things are coming through. It's showing me like different blockages that you might not even be aware of. And so I wanted to just, this is normally empowerment energetic session where we talk about empowerment energetics. And so empowerment energetics, I'll just explain. So Calibra GPT uses my empowerment energetics formulas and methodology to work with you around your issue by answering and talking to you through the AI. I've developed the AI to do this work, but I also do that work where I spiral you through my methodology specifically around your energy. And we do that through that methodology, but I can also do that with Tao blessings as well. And so today we're gonna do a blessing. And we're going to invite in Mother Mary, because I feel like this blessing is for women, for all women, for particularly the women watching this replay, and inviting in more resources so that you can serve more. Because the more resources you have, the more power, and I don't mean ego power, more personal power that you have, the more you can actually shift and develop and transform. And so it's a powerful thing. It's not just about having a great life. It's about resourcing yourself and shifting that dynamic around, you want money for beautiful things. That's great. That's a definite thing. But the resourcing of you so that you have more energy to be more in service and to humanity and to the divine, right? That's what we're here for. That's what our soul journeys are about. Also, financial blessings are about elevating your soul standing, bringing more light into your energy system, removing all that negative information and bringing in positive information. So if you're new here and you haven't seen this, because I am gifting this to people if they want it as well, because it feels really powerful. I sorry, I was going to say there's an alignment to this that is resourcing yourself, but also it's about the alignment of your journey and becoming who you're meant to be here. And I'm not saying that you're not who you're meant to be here, but it's about who you're becoming along the way. And getting all those negative stories and thoughts and patterns and really aligning. Like, my job as a mentor, like, I'm very good at finding those little nuances and things that are not quite where they should be to help your energy flow better. Like even this morning, like when I was at church, I brought in Mother Mary into my heart. And so I ask you all to do that when we do the blessing today. If you're not, you don't have to be religious to do this. Like, Mother Mary is a saint, an icon. one of the first women celebrities really in the world. And so, you know, to be seen in that humility, to be honored in that way, to have millions and millions of people honor you, like it's pretty impressive. And so when you're calling in this blessing to receive more, to, and this what particular one is to receive more resources, and understanding that a resource may not be money, it still may be something else that is abundant, like, medicines, or, in the Tao, whatever is above is below. So if, I know we have some healers here, who, Chinese medicine practitioners, all the herbs you use in this realm, there's herbs in the heavens that you can tap into to bring more light into the herbs that you're giving here, that kind of thing. So there's ways that abundance can show up. It can also be, this is particularly, I want to give financial blessing for resources, to resource you, to live in service, to do the things that you desire. Because I think, yeah, that was just what really came to me. I feel very called to do this today, and I'll be sharing it with some other people outside of the membership, but as gifts just today, and see how that plays, like, for whatever reason that is. It's just a thing that I want to do for the service of this gift. And it was really interesting today, the priest who's been at the church for as long as my niece is 18, I think he's been there for at least 20 years. It was his last mass is going to be on Sunday, but it was his last mass to the children because he's moving to a different parish. So, I was just watching him in his service, like as a person of, it's like watching Master Shah. He's like so connected to his calling to serve and to serve us, like to gift us, like the things that he has connections to in the realms, like the levels of dimensions is just beyond. Like sometimes I listen to it and I'm like, oh my God, my brain just was like, which is a good thing. Anyway, I digress. So I'm going to offer this blessing today, and then, yeah, let's see what comes. Okay. So we're going to close our eyes, everyone relax. If you're driving, please don't be listening. I would take a moment to do this blessing. I want you to really sit with it and feel it, and just notice what clears out, what comes up, what your feelings you have in the body. You don't necessarily have to feel anything or have anything come up, but I think it's very important to pay attention to what's going in and out of the system, and the feelings and the things that may rise up with this blessing, and the blocks that you may have towards receiving more resources. We all have them. So I'm going to offer this blessing today. Everyone close your eyes. I want you to feel your bum on the chair or on the bed that you're lying on, and just take a deep breath in, feeling your energy. And I may talk during the blessing, I may just chant, I may do soul language, I may get a channeled message. We'll see what comes through. But for this purpose of this, I'm going to call on a few of our heavens teams. I'm calling in your heavens teams, my heavens teams, the Tao, all the planets, all the stars, all the solar systems, all the moons, all the planets, particularly Mother Earth. We're going to call in Mary. We're going to call in Jesus. We're going to call in Guanyin. We're going to call in all the saints and Buddhas. For me, particularly, I had a deep connection when I was a child to Helen Keller. She's a saint in Australia. We also had obviously Mary, but we have Mary MacKillop here as well. And so as a child, through my spiritual awakenings and upbringings, those women came through to me in fascination. I want to call in all, all the women who stood up for the change in the planet. Like this is um I'm seeing, I want to say Rose, her name's come out of my mind, but Ginsburg, the Greta Ginsburg, is it? I think. Her name's coming to me. We're calling in women who, you know, they're not dead, some of them, but like, the Oprahs of the world, people, it doesn't mean you have to be standing up to be seen in the planet, like people watching you, but it's what you're here called to serve, doing, just turning up, being kind, doing the tender qualities, which is, love, forgiveness, humility, harmony, gratitude,